welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot and Astrology. I'm Denise. So anyway, I have a good question from Linda LB. She's wondering, she wants an update on Don Jr. Will there be accountability? I may have answered it already before. I can't remember if I saw him going through, actually going to jail or not. So I will just do it again because it'll be an update and I'll add it to his playlist. Okay, hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, so as usual, I'm using Tiro Marchetti's Kipper, and I got the cards are cleared. Cards are cleared, and I just have to set my intention for the cards to reveal the truth. No confirmation bias. I'm going to let go of any bias I have on Don Jr., and I want to know what crimes he has committed, if any, and what, we know he's really good at talking trash and being very nasty, but let's see, actual crimes, just to check in, and also to see if there are crimes. So the cards will show if there are crimes. Will there be jail time, lawsuits? Will he pay the price in this lifetime? And then, timing is good to know as well. Okay, so if I have to leave that open mind, like just in case he hasn't committed any crime. It's highly unlikely though, isn't it? Oh, okay. Don Jr. I would imagine all his lies would be crime enough, but anyway. Okay, Don Jr. I remember way back when, with him trying to get dirt on Hillary, to be used against her in the election. That was happening in 2016. So late 2015, I think, and all of 2016. Anyway. Okay. Don Jr. right there. Ooh. Okay, so yeah, I think he's probably having trouble. This would be Guilfoyle, the Screaming Banshee. Over a long time, gifts. Interesting. Okay. Let me just draw these out before I say too much here. And let's move over just a bit. Okay, that should do it. Oh, lordy. Don Jr. This could be Eric. There's that possibility. That could be the brother card. Here's Don Jr. here. It's so interesting that what's-her-face Kimberly came through. Wow. Real estate dealings. Could be wire transfers. This would be his karma. Yeah. Married to the mob. Rut-row, maybe a subpoena. And this would have to do with foreign relations and any foreign relation. And then, of course, his cheating and his crimes. Yeah. Let's see what's at the other end. Well, inner circle. So this would be his family. And we do have the imprisonment card there. And maybe even more investigations. Interesting. Okay, so maybe this spread is telling us what he's actually done. Well, okay, so this is like our tower card, It's feeling helpless. Things are kind of blown up. Discouraged, depressed, pessimistic, feeling pretty pretty helpless and can't think of much else. That's following Kimberly Gilfish. She's really worried. And she's looking for looking forward to, I should say, a very long time of those issues. The long way card is, it's something that takes quite a time. And so something's developing. With the gifts, I would think that it's not only her reputation for opening up to receiving gifts from wherever they can get them, but there's also something new. Okay, so with the four corners here, honestly though, this could be Don Jr. with terrible health issues that just suddenly get him. She's up here at the top. This is his soul journey. She has a lot of control over this guy. This is so weird, but she does. She has control. So, and then to have these two cards together, I think she might be a bigger part of his problems than he could ever imagine. I wonder if they do drugs together. It makes sense to me, right? Excuse me. Remember when she was, at the RNC convention and she was just literally screaming? My God, I know I read on that. I can remember the cartoon I found on her. But nothing's really as scary as her own photos. That's mean. I shouldn't say that, but that's when I look at her, I get scared. I'm like, I wouldn't want her anywhere near me. So this despair that he's under, this, being just so worried and stressed out, and it's also a card of self-destruction, someone with serious, serious problems. We literally have, if I were using the tarot, we literally have the Tower and the Nine of Swords here together, but the difference between the Nine of Swords and the Despair card is it's something that doesn't go away overnight. It is just going on and on and on. It's our card of hangovers. It's our card of, like I said, self-sabotage, self-destruction, and violence that really has him down. And we've got loss and ending here to his mental capacity. And she's right there in all of that. And it's been happening for a long time. I broke my rule about, I should have started here, but I kind of want to see this backstory. So he's looking forward to these cards. This poverty consciousness within him is what really has him down. I wonder what he went through in past lives, and because we have the karmic card here, and because the corners are important, but this soul journey that he's on, it makes me wonder if he had some really rough lifetimes, and he said, hey, this lifetime, hook me up with a dad or parents who have money, because there's something going on there. I can feel that. Okay, so let's go ahead and go here. So Don Jr., what's sneaking up behind him is somebody that will be meeting, some conversations that were had, I think, in the past, or there's at least some teamwork to that's going to be damaging for his reputation. But he doesn't really have a reputation. His reputation is awful. So anyway, he's just looking forward to trying to make money and receive, more money right here. And he's very ambitious with that endeavor because he's really afraid of being broke. But with all these fear-based cards over here, and all the drugs he uses, he goes further down that vicious circle, that rabbit hole that's just, a vicious circle. I mean, we have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're just missing one of the money cards. That's a real major major problem for him. But then he's this player that will do anything to bring in the money and anything to make the gifts rain down on him. Interesting. Sometimes this card has to do with visitors. So there could be something hanging over his head. And I'm thinking that it has to do with assets, real estate assets, this mobbish clan that he's in with his dad. And he's trying to work on something. He's Trump's, no, that's what it is. He's his dad's loyal. Oh, that's what all this is. Yeah, he's his dad's loyal worker to do anything to bring the money in, because that's how he gets. Remember, his dad being a born psychopath, all of his relationships are just transactional and geared towards money. So that's the only way to get in his good graces, is you have to be trying to bring money in. So that's what all the kids would do, except, what's her face too? Ivanka, she would do that, but, she's doing it with her own husband. So anyway, you can imagine these kids feeling like they don't really have parents. With this card here, just think of a kid that's on his own, having to clean chimneys back in the day, right? But that's the soul journey, at least of, I don't know about Ivanka, but definitely I would say this could be a stand-in card for Eric as well. Both of the boys. So there's that. And I don't know about Tiffany. I kind of just I never pick up much vibes on her, or many vibes. Okay, but in the future, I really think that it just to, put this in a nutshell, what's her name? Guilfoyle is very ambitious. She wants all kinds of new money coming in. She might be headed in a different direction away from him and divorcing him at some point. And he is doing everything he can to keep her, like, please don't leave me, don't abandon me kind of thing. And she's as sick as he is, but she's got more control because he's probably further down the addict rabbit hole than she is. Yeah, but he has some recordings, documents, whatever, and I think she has access to them as well. And they're all about the family's, resources, assets, but also I get the whole J6 thing, even though I don't have the J6 committee card coming through here, because this is a card of violence and this is a card of mental illness. I mean, it can be in the worst case scenario, and it is in the worst case scenario combined with these two cards here, because the cards touch really make a difference, the cards that touch each other. So I feel they were major players within the attack at the Capitol. We've got attack and violence here, and the maybe monies. Maybe he was in charge of getting some people to the Capitol. I know she was there. They were partying at the Ellipse. So then she knows a lot. Okay, so it could be that the J6 committee gets them. He does have the karma for doing the work, to bring in the money, to do anything to keep his dad in place. And remember, if I go with, like, if I, flipped the deck over and went with the other side, if I had more room, well, actually I can do it up here. There we have the family room. This would be the family. This could be them at the ellipse, and then being locked up because of January 6th. And there's so much. There are so many investigations into that. That's the thing with all these. I'll end on this note. With all these investigations into Trump, and all these scheduled dates coming up, it puts us well into 2024. But the one thing that is not scheduled yet, Fani Willis is probably going to be mid-August and into September. She said some important decisions are coming through, so I might read on that separately again. But anyway, what is not scheduled is the J6 issue, and Jack Smith could come in at any moment and just use this old, what is it, like US 241 and 242, something like that. It's the old KKK law where they get them for deprivation of another's rights, like the right to have a free and fair election. And they can get them on a conspiracy to defraud the U.S. and also with witness tampering with the J6 committee. Or from the J6 issue. J6 committee has reports. And then, all of these lawsuits coming in from all the fake electors in all the different states, right? Michigan, Georgia, Arizona probably will be coming in. Those are happening all over. So, yeah. So I could say, if I would have drawn more cards, if I would have done 20, instead of 21, done a few more, that we do have that coming through there. So hopefully, we'll see. Sneaking up behind him. Okay, well, I'm going to get it uploaded for you. Take good care, you guys. Hope you're having a good start to the week. Bye.